Hello, everyone. Today, I am going to teach you about how to use a conversation inbox in the CRM. So this is where all of your contact communication is going to go through. So email reminders, text messages, you can connect WhatsApp, Instagram Messenger, Facebook Messenger, Google My Business. Anytime someone messages you through the CRM channels, you'll be able to come in here, see their replies, and respond accordingly. So just here is a quick overview of how it works. So when you first open your conversations inbox, it's actually going to go to your unread tab. So this is something to keep in mind, and very oftentimes I find myself coming here, not seeing what I'm looking for, and having to go to all. So what you're going to do is, right now, this is just our test account, so it doesn't have as many conversations, but here's going to be all your unread conversations if you had any. And if you don't, you can go to your recents folder. So it's recent communications with people, starred if you have contacts that you need to pay attention to, as well as all. So that's going to pull all of your communications into one spot. And then each contact, you'll be able to go back and see. We're going to make this minimized. So you'll be able to see the entire history of contacts with the people. So obviously, since this is a demo account, you can see we sent a test text. They replied back. They booked an appointment. So you can see appointment bookings. You can see email confirmations that go out. This one does not have an email confirmation that worked because Mario does not have a real email address, but with mine, so I used my email address. You can see that it didn't say resend. There was no error. So this made it to the person. But going back to Mario, in Nintendo Land, we'll use Mario as a classic example. So in here, you're able to, like I said, see all of your past communications with them. You can start emails, text messages. So like SMS, obviously text message. You can see your business phone number here. That's attached to your account, WhatsApp if you have that connection, and then email if you have their email address, and then you would just treat this like a normal email message. So we'll go ahead and show you how to use both replies. So SMS, we're gonna remove that really quick. So it starts out with a blank text, who your from is and who your to is. So if you have their phone number, you can use this option. If you don't have their phone number, it won't show up as an option. So you don't have to worry about trying to send a text to someone who you don't have the information for. So a couple different ways. So let's say you need to schedule an appointment with them. You can reach out to them directly. You can say, hey, Mario, let's get something on the books. I'll send a link to my calendar. You can insert the link to the calendar. You can email it to them, but now Mr. Mario is going to get your message. And then because I have access to that account, I can go right in and I can actually reply back. So we'll see what that looks like how fast they receive your message. So let me just give a quick reply. Okay, I am hitting send. And voila, it's just like texting. So I'm getting notifications on my phone through the app, but they're also coming in through here. So you can use it both ways. You can use it on your computer or on your phone. Outside of that, if you wanted to send an email, you, like I said, can come in here. It shows who your from is. It shows who you're going to. If you need to add anyone else, just treat it like a normal email. So like this is a test. This isn't going to work because his email is not valid, but hello, Mario. Here is my calendar. And then from there, if you have your calendar link attached, you can actually, you can attach a link, you can add images, files, emojis, request payment. The plus sign here is for all your built-in things that you have attached to your account. So if you have a calendar and like a custom value link or like a trigger link. So some of these trigger something to happen. A custom value link. Let's see if we have any calendar. Yep, user calendar link. So let's just say that's got a calendar link that's going to go to my sales calendar. You can finish up your email. Look forward to chatting. And then you hit send, fires off like a normal email. Let's say you have email templates. That's going to be down here. It's called a snippet. And you do that by creating snippets up here. So along your top bar where it says conversations, you can create snippets. This account has 1 million of them, so you can ignore all of these. But basically, you would create a snippet by hitting add snippet, selecting if you want a text snippet or SMS or an email snippet, and then you enter it like you would a template that you use in your email. So if you have something you send out frequently, this is a really great option, so you don't have to type or copy and paste over and over again. And same with replies to SMS. So like I have one set up here that's really easy. So if we did SMS, again, go to your snippets. I have an auto reply SMS. So they reached out to me and I just have a generic, like if they just called or and missed call, didn't text back, didn't catch them, or they just reached out and didn't give a lot of information. My generic one could be, hey, thank you for reaching out to us. How may we help you today? That way I didn't have to type all of that. It's a manually it's a little auto reply that I can send out to people and collect more information from them. Okay, outside of other things that are in here. So here you can archive conversations. You can mark as starred. So again, if you needed to filter someone and you're paying close attention to them, they're a priority lead, whatever. Now Mario also appears in my starred, but he'll still appear in my all inbox. You can mark it as unread. You can trash conversations. I highly recommend keeping conversations because it doesn't cost you any storage. And then you always have a record of what happened. And then over here, you are going to see your contact's full details. So you have a phone number, an email address. Both of those can be updated. If you go ahead and click the 3 dots next to it, you can update it and hit edit. If they need to be assigned to a certain team member, that's where this owner assigned to comes into play. Tags, those are important depending on if you have automations that you want them to go through, or if you need to search them by contact. So if you wanted to manage like their sales channel, of how they reached out, that sort of thing, you can create either a new tag or you can add in tags that already exist. And then from there, you got your little thing of tags. So tags are a fantastic way to filter out your clients for automations, for search purposes, for email lists and text messages. You can also see if they have any active automations. So if they're in a pipeline right now that's putting them through something. So if they reached out with a lead form and it's pushing them through all the different steps in your lead form for your drip campaign, you can see what active automations they have. So if you wanted to add them into a workflow automation, you can do like contact form. This would automatically trigger by them filling it out. But if they contacted you, but you needed them to go through the same thing, you can choose a future date and time. You can do it now, hit save. And then now this person's going to be active in this automation, and you're going to start seeing things from that automation populate in your in here if you're sending them any contacts. And then if you need to do not disturb any channels, so let's say they do not want to be getting text messages from you, but you still need to have their phone number to reach out to them for appointment confirmations or anything like that, but they don't want marketing. You can do like D&D text messages. That means that they will not get text messages or they're not allowing you to send text messages to them. That's where you manage all of those preferences. And then over here on the sidebar, you're going to see different segments. So appointments, like we have a sales call with Mario today at 1:45. So you can see if there's a location, if it's confirmed. So this is a really quick and easy way. If you have like multiple appointments with someone, you can also manually book an appointment through this. So if we went book appointment, and then you can go through the steps to get them booked into your system. So let's say they're going on the sales calendar. You can do Mario sales call, whatever you want to title it. You pick your date and your time. So we'll just go ahead and pick that. Confirmed because you're the one making it. It's got their details. You book the appointment, they'll get their confirmations. So you'll see right away, he got his appointment confirmation instantaneously. Here is opportunities. So that's going to be their sales pipeline. If they're in any of the pipelines that you have, or if you want to add them, you can add them to an opportunity. If you click add opportunity, pulls this up. You can pick where you're putting them, sales pipeline. Let's say we're going to move them to a call completed stage because you already talked to them today. Or you could actually do call scheduled. We have that today, happened today. They're open. If you need to assign them an owner, his business is Nintendo, so hopefully we land him and make some money. And then you're going to create, and then you'll be able to see now he'll have that opportunity, and it can move him through the pipeline depending on the stages that are in that and actions that you take with the client. Let's say you need to add a task. You talk to Mario and you need someone on your sales team to follow up with him with something. You can hit add task. So send Mario, like he's ready to sign on. He's ready for that invoice. If you need to do custom invoices and don't have something that's like a permalink, you can do send Mario invoice, needs invoice for, let's just say, that's the amount that he needs. You can assign it to your team member. So let's say Mallory does all of our invoicing. She's our accounting expert because I do all of our invoicing. And then you can set a due date. So if it's something that needs to happen now, it can put it right to the top of their priority task list. If it's something like, let's say we'll send over an invoice on Monday. So I'm selecting the 26th, and then you can select whatever time you want that task completed. So like if you set it for like an 8 a.m., that's when it'll make a due date for your team member. You hit confirm, create task, and now Mallory has a task due the 26th at 8 a.m. to send out that invoice. And then if you have multiple people working on your sales team and connecting with a bunch of different people, I highly recommend using the notes feature. This way you can keep track of what you're doing. So let's say I got off the phone with Mario and I'm just you don't have to add in the date. It automatically does that habit from a previous job. But let's say spoke with Mario, is ready to go and needs invoice sent, created task for Mallory. This is just an internal audit system, or if you need to keep track of notes of what you spoke with about with a client, this is a really nice way to keep track, have your team all on the same page. So like, let's say, like you're trying to let another team member know. So we have Hope also on this account. Please reach or Hope Mario wants, I guess for this one, it's less about, because that would be more of a task. So Hope spoke to Mario, wants to sign on now. So that's something like, it wasn't me who spoke to him. That's where I would use, another coworker's name. And that way you can keep track, and it's going to do it in order of newest at the top, oldest at the bottom. So you can scroll through once this has like a whole list of things. It's a nice, easy way outside of email. So if you're doing phone calls, and text messages, so you don't have to scroll back through 40 billion text messages. It's just a nice, easy way to keep track of them. Another cool feature is to, you can schedule your texts and your emails. So you can schedule your sending time. So let's say I'm working late, it's 8 p.m. on what business owner hasn't worked after hours, but I don't want to be sending Mario a text at 8 p.m. So we can say, hey, Mario, let's connect today. I want this to go out tomorrow morning, not tonight at 8 p.m., tomorrow morning, so that it's not bugging him after hours. You can hit this little clock with the circle arrow. And so today is the 22nd, so I want to change that to the 23rd at 9 a.m. Perfect. That's a great time. Hit send schedule. And now it's going to tell you when it's scheduled for, and it's saying, hey, Mario, let's connect today. That'll send it to him tomorrow morning, so I'm not bugging him after hours. If you need to edit this at all, you can hit the 3 dots next to it and hit the details and cancel your send. So let's say it's 8 o'clock and Mario reached out to you, even though he's not supposed to be working. You can cancel the send so that it doesn't go out to them after they've already replied. But it is a really nice feature to be able to, if you're especially if you're kind of like messaging people in meetings when you're technically not available, if they were going to try and call, or working after hours, it is a really nice feature for that. Other than that, those are the big features in our conversations inbox. If you have any questions, reach out and let us know. We're happy to help. Thanks.